So I think I'm live on, yep, I'm live on YouTube. Okay, y'all. I'm answering questions on TikTok. I have a date in 2 days with a rich one. Okay, come with it. Don't play. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. So I'm getting a lot of comments on a video I posted, I want to say weeks ago, if not weeks ago, it's at least been a month, about a story time that I shared on how I was taken shopping on a first date. That video did so well. I shared other times that I was taken shopping on a first date because I had it happen multiple times. And then the questions flood in. Even till this day, I get comments asking me questions or clarification or just straight up rooting me on or saying, oh my gosh, this is genius. I didn't think about this. So I'm just going to summarize everything all in this video. That video is still going to do numbers because it's been months and people are still asking questions. To me, it's been months. But it's, old to me, new to y'all. So anyways, that's why I like talking to y'all when I have time on lives and interacting, because I wish I knew the things I knew now in my 20s. And the only reason why I wish I knew that is because I feel like I would have gotten further. You don't know what you don't know. You really don't. And you could be the smartest, most educated woman on paper, but street smarts is not your thing. For me, it's kind of a little bit of a duality. I may not be the smartest on paper. I'm intelligent. I'm not all that witty on paper, but when it comes to street smart and being witty in person, I'm very confident in that. But, I have to take you through the steps and how we got here. So I posted on my TikTok forever ago to me, but again, new to y'all, how for the first time I got taken shopping. My most asked questions were, how did you do that? Even though I said it in the video. So I decided to make a live and share and talk about it on TikTok and on YouTube. And what you need to know, this is what I discovered about myself when I was taken shopping for the first time. The reason why I was never taken shopping before was a few reasons. We're going to talk about it in this video. The first reason was because I didn't believe it. When I would see other women talk about, yeah, he took me shopping on the first date. He took me to Chanel. He took me to this. He took me to that. I was like, whatever. Liar, fibber, liquor. I completely did not believe. I discarded what someone was telling me. That made me realize when it actually happened for me, it's the fact that I didn't believe it. If I couldn't believe it for them, I also couldn't believe it for myself. That's a big reason why I was never taking shopping on a first date before. Another reason why I was never taken shopping on a first date before that instance happened was because I wasn't putting in the necessary steps to have that happen. So you know how they talk about, the 48 laws of power, books that basically talk about manifesting, acting like it's already happened. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something that's actually happened and something you believe that happened. Lean into that. I'm so serious. When I started believing in my mind, I could get this, I could have that. When I started switching my belief to, I can do that, I can get that, it actually happened for me. So now when other women would tell me they got taken shopping on the first date, I didn't think they were lying. I just believed them. And I'm not telling you to be naive. I'm just telling you that your belief goes as far as you'll allow it. Your belief, like the live, hello. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Your belief will take you as far as it can go, but you're holding it back at the same time. So as long as you're saying, I don't believe it for her, you're also saying, when it comes out of your mouth or when it's a thought in your head, you're also saying, I don't believe it for me. So now when girls were telling me, yeah, I got him to take me shopping on the first date, I just smile and think about, I can't wait for that to happen to me. That's literally all I kept doing. I was in a Facebook group. I still am. That it's basically gold diggers. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's Shira Seven's gold digging group. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I was hearing and reading so many stories, women getting $4,000 cash on a first date. I was like, liar, prostitution. There's no way. And then when I started to see their success, I've seen women get cars purchased for them within 4 months of dating. And I'm not saying it's like the Mercedes Benz, it's like a Toyota, but a Toyota is a reliable car. And if it breaks down, you can handle the maintenance. I felt like, and I was seeing the girl post in the group showing her and that man at the dealership and he's signing off on the car. And I was like, whoa, he bought it cash. for you after 4 months of dating? What did you do? Did you sleep with him, girl? And as I'm reading through all of these success stories, I'm telling you, because I changed my environment and the kind of content I was consuming, that made me believe it for myself. And that's how I got taken shopping. My belief had to change. That was the very, 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 very first thing that had to change. My belief that it can happen for me had to change. Instead of saying it can't happen for her, that means it can't happen for me, I started saying it can happen for me. So therefore, it can't happen for her when she tells you. When people are telling you about their success stories, don't be a hater. Don't get mad. Don't get resentful. Don't act like, no, you had to do this to get that. That's what men want you to believe. Men need you to believe you need to sleep with them to get that. You don't have to do that. I've seen, and then when I started reading books by G.L. Lambert, I told y'all, G.L. Lambert, he's a male African-American author. When I started reading his books, and it's coming from a man's mouth, and can I be honest with y'all? I think Black men are the hardest men to get to spend money on you. I think they're the most difficult because they don't want to be seen as simps. They cater to their homeboys more than they cater to their women. That's just the truth. And when I'm seeing G.L. Lambert, an African-American male, writing a series of books, and he's even saying in his books, you don't have to sleep with these men to get this. You can have your condo paid. Yeah, girl, he could buy you a condo. No more renting. You can get taken shopping. You can get this and that within keeping your legs closed. This is why I tell y'all to read his books. When I started reading his series, and there's no particular order, it depends on where you are in your life. So I would rather you pick up the book based on the title that resonates with you versus just reading a book because I told you to read it and that's not the season you are in your life. Like the live, y'all. If you're in here and you're listening on Getting Taken Shopping for First Date, you need to be liking this live. This is free game. All you got to do is tap the screen. Pow, 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 pow. So I started reading his books. Thank you for liking the live. I started reading his books and he's telling me step by step. A lot of it, y'all don't want to read the books, even though I told y'all what books to read. Y'all don't want to read the books, so I have to come on live and spoon feed it to you. That's why I be telling y'all got a Amazon Prime mindset. Y'all want to be able to click one button and it all gets downloaded into your brain like you the Matrix. Like, boom, I got it. I learned how to do karate in one download. Now I'm a black belt and I've been doing this for 12 years, but that's not how it works. You're going to be put and thrown into different scenarios and situations that, you're not going to be prepared for, that no book can teach you, but the examples around that will help you. Okay, the question is, what's the book? He has a whole series. He has Date Like a Spartan, Whole Tactics, Men Don't Love Women Like You. That's why I don't tell you a specific book. Go look up his name, go to Audible and download you a book from G.L. Lambert, and you will have so many books that will teach you how men play with you in dating, how men date seasonally, how men don't even like you, but it's getting cold outside and they want to have coochie they can lay in when it's cold outside. When it get back hot, why do you think so many people break up after the holidays? He explained it to me in his books. When I started seeing it, and he explained in his books as well how men will test you. Men will test things that they know you love to see how high on the priority list are they. They will know that you love Pilates. Then they're going to try the eye makeup. Hey girl, hey friend, my friend in here, y'all, my real life friend, not you online people. I love you online people. But Renee's here. She's an amazing artist. R4, check her out. Hey girl. But the books by G.L. Lambert helped me realize like men will literally test you. They'll know you love Pilates. That morning that you're supposed to go to Pilates, they'll pretend like they're sick and want to see if you're going to stop the Pilates for that day and come over his house and give him some soup and some coochie. When I started reading his books and I was like, dang, another thing he said in his books was, you know how many girls I would stay on the phone with for hours till 4 a.m. and I don't even like them. And the reason why I did that is because once we get in person, there's nothing else to talk about. Now she thinks just because we're on the phone for 4 hours or endless hours, she thinks we have chemistry when there's no chemistry at all. That's just me putting in the work without spending any money. Once I realized that, a man trying to be on the phone with me long, that was dead. But it only happened when I started reading books. Like, it's cool to get online and, oh, I'm going to listen to all of these influencers tell me this and that, this and that. The author is G.L. Lambert, but he has a whole series, Renee. He has Whole Tactics. He has Date Like a Spartan. He has Men Don't Love Women Like You. just grab a book, girl. I went to Audible, downloaded the Audible, and I listened to it while I'm home, while I'm doing work. And I was like, dang. Another thing he said in one of his books, like I've read his whole series. He has a lot of books. And apparently he has a podcast. Y'all told me that in the comments on TikTok. I didn't know that. Another thing that he said in his books was that, he wants to know if you're fast food coochie. He wants to know, and by he, I mean, man, y'all need to be liking the live. I need to be seeing hearts. Let's go, run it up. He said that men want to know if you're fast food coochie. It's a man's nature to test something. He needs to know the product. The worst thing a man can do is wife and HOE. Then he brings her around his homeboys and she sleeps with the group, the gang. Now the whole group, y'all know men don't like to switch friendships. If they've been friends since middle school, they're going to be friends till they die. They don't like switching friend groups like women do. Women will have a new friend every season for that season and just put them into their lives. That's how women are. Like, it's our nature to like, okay, yeah, I can be friends with her. I can be friends with her. Like, but men, once they have their friend group from like middle school on, sometimes even elementary school on, that's going to be their friend no matter what. Even if that man has done him dirty 1,000 times, that's his homeboy. That's just what it is. Men are, if they're able to commit to their homeboys like that, they can commit to you. Thank you for the liking the live, y'all. Keep liking, keep tapping, especially if I'm spitting free game. And I'm answering questions. So once I realized men will test you, he was saying how sometimes, even after y'all went on one incredible date, like in the book, he gave an example and he called the author Maria. Some of these stories were based on real people, but he said alias names for obvious reasons. He was like, Maria just met such and such. They just went on a great first date on Wednesday. It is now Thursday, and this man is trying desperately to see Maria again to see if she's gonna fold. And Maria just so happens to work within driving distance of the guy. And the guy was adamant on hitting up Maria during work hours and like, oh, I can come see you on your lunch break. It's nothing. He kept saying in the book, do not cave. Do not see a man more than once a week during the dating phase. You talking about Whole Tactics. Girl, I read his whole series. I read Whole Tactics, Date Like a Spartan, Men Don't Love Women Like You. So I'm telling you everything I've collected from all the books. And I'm happy you read his books because you know what I'm talking about, girl. Maria was, okay, sometimes she was that girl. Sometimes I was like, girl, I ain't doing that. When you read a book, you don't have to do exactly what it says. You take what you need from it and keep going. Keep liking the live. Thank you. Keep running it up. Like the live. So the book, the author is Jill Lambert. I wish I could pin that, but I'm just talking, spitting fire. If you want to recap on the video, go to my YouTube. It's linked in my bio. I'm recording YouTube at the same time. But the books, he has a whole series. The author's name is Jill Lambert. You can read Whole Tactics. You can read Men Don't Love Women Like You. You can read Date Like a Spartan. Girl, just grab a book, go to Audible or listen to it like I did, and you will be shocked. So he was saying that men like to test your boundaries. He knows Maria's at work. He kept adamantly trying to see Maria, and Maria didn't fold. Another time there was this guy. He was the most popular, most attractive guy in his department, and he ended up dating the girl that was the least attractive. And the only reason why he decided to date her, even though all these other women were trying to date him, is because when he was going on a cruise, this girl basically had an event to be with her homegirls for Tupperware, just from regular Tupperware. He got so upset at the fact that when he invited her on the cruise and it conflicted with her schedule of Tupperware with her friends, he got so upset he didn't go on the cruise. He snuck by her house. She didn't know he snuck by her house. Mind you, these stories are based on real characters, but he used different names as aliases. He drove by the girl's house. He saw that she was in fact out with her homegirls doing Tupperware, and he felt offended, almost insulted at the fact that she chose to stay on what made sense to her, what was important to her, what she valued. Tupperware. Thank you for the heart. Oh, keep liking. Yes, thank you, girl. He chose the fact that she chose to do Tupperware and hang out with her homegirls instead of hanging out with him. He felt offended, almost insulted. Now he felt like he was in competition with that. And he ended up asking her officially to be in a relationship only because of that. That was the one move she did. The other girls didn't. The other girls folded. The other girls, when he wanted to see them, they would do it. But for some reason, this one girl who wasn't the prettiest, most attractive, when she rejected him and still kept on playing with what she loves to do, he respected her more. Do you see what I'm saying? When I saw that and I was reading it for myself, okay, I got to go live again on YouTube. I'm going to figure this camera thing out. Okay, I'm going to figure this camera thing out. So another thing, what book are you referring to? The author is Jill Lambert. Is there a way I can pin the comment? I don't know how to pin a comment on here, y'all. I'm going to figure it out. What better time than the present? Comment? Okay, hold on. GL, I'm just going to write his whole name on here. Y'all give me a second. So when everybody come in, then they know it's below. Lambert. Hold on, y'all. Lambert. And YouTube, you disrespectful little monkey. Heifer. You know how much money I paid for this camera for you to be acting like that? Filter on. Girl, how about I don't know how to filter it? How about I don't know how to pin it? Hold on. The author is GL Lambert. I think I can pin you. It's gonna let me. I don't know how to do. Oh, pin comment. Okay, I pinned someone's comment. Yes. Anyways, back to what I was saying. So as I'm reading through his series, then I went and started reading other books because remember I told y'all I was in the Facebook group that's for gold diggers, right? And I'm listening to these girls' stories, and they have receipts. They have receipts that, like, when they started dropping receipts, I was like, oh, she can't be lying because this and this makes sense. And I don't want to say too much about the Facebook group because we're not supposed to be telling y'all our business. But once you get in an environment where other women can get taken shopping too, and can get this and this and this, then you start to realize I've been doing it wrong. I need to stop dating for love. I need to stop right now. Girl, hold on. Let me catch my breath. I'm trying to help all y'all, okay? Because I want to see more Black girls. Like Martin Luther King, I had a dream. I saw bust downs at the mall on Monday. We were all taken shopping. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. I want to see y'all taken shopping with me. I want us all to be like, let's get it. Run it. Anyways, Nicki Minaj, is that you? Girl, if I had her money, you think I'd be here right now? You think I'd be in the United States of America? Slavery. Anyways, the group is Shira Seven's group, her Facebook gold digging group. Facebook did remove the feature where you can't message each other. So a lot of our chats, it's a private group. You have to go to Share 7 directly to get it. So anyways, so then I started reading other books because in that group, they had a bunch of PDFs of books basically telling you the game. Then I read Why Men Love Bitches. That book, that's by a lady. That book right there, child, that book was a game changer. And what I love, I'm going on dates, but just be getting dinner and flowers. I need to level up. It's the kind of man that you're dating. You might be the right woman in the wrong environment because I too was going on dates where I wasn't even getting flowers. And these men were bragging about how they make $250,000. They got 2 investment properties, but I had nothing in my hand. So I didn't care about your 2 properties. Where's mine? Right. Then when I started changing who I dated, game changer. Yup, this book too. Why men love. I have to say the blank word, girl. Pin this comment. Why men love. Right here on the screen, child. Go if you don't have Audible, go do the free trial, download it, then cancel it. I know, girl, you trying to say that coin. I ain't judging you. I want to see you go shopping. I'm just trying to tell you, I'm not the plug, but I can lead you to the well. But you need to drink. Go on Audible, get you that book, download it, cancel the subscription if you're not into it. You feel me? But girl, make sure you're constantly putting in your brain as possible by listening to other people's stories. Thanks for the follows, y'all. When I started reading books and seeing people's real life examples on how they were able to get condos paid for, shopping, properties in their name, and they have not even let the man sniff their coochie. When I was in that Facebook group, this girl found out this man was married. The moment she found out he was married, she told us in the group, y'all. I got to be careful on the details because I don't want to expose nobody. She told us when she found out he was married, instead of getting mad, she planned. She went and found the wife's Facebook. She screen recorded all her information, like her Facebook page, name, some photos, blah, blah, blah. She waited. You know, she's still seeing the man. She said she didn't sleep with him or nothing. He paid for them to go to Puerto Rico. He tried to peer pressure her to sleep with her. She didn't. He tried to do a chargeback on her rent because he paid like 6 months worth of her rent. True story, y'all. No cap. He tried to do a chargeback on her rent and noticed that for some reason he blocked her on everything because she didn't want to come out the cat. So she sent him the screen recording of the wife's Facebook page and said, I'm giving you 24 hours, baby. I said, oh my Lord. Sis was like, I'm not going to sit here and throw away my money because of some silly emotions. She's like, then she showed us the screenshot of him wiring her money after she blackmailed him. I was like, whoa, oh, this is real. Y'all are serious. Y'all. So when y'all see these scandals of this and this guy was cheating, he's famous, listen. These women have been in the cut for a long time. They know how to play it cool, get what they want. Every time they're getting told no, they blackmail them. So when you're hearing these men, oh, he was cheating, girl, he's been cheating for so long. You just now finding out he was cheating is what that helped me realize. Another girl, well, I don't even know if I should tell y'all this. I'm telling too much tea. I'm parched. Trying to tell y'all this tea. I'm just gonna say that I have a friend that was able to get her expenses paid from an inmate. She never slept with the man. He's locked behind bars and he was paying her bills. How? Get my girl to 10K like for real. And I was like, how are you getting this man to pay your bills and he's incarcerated? Where is he getting the money? And why is he paying your bills? She even told me how it got to the point where yes, there was a group of them. Okay. They got tired of messaging him while he's in prison. They used to pass the phone around and act like the girl and all get something paid for. And I said, oh my Lord, I'm amongst greatness. And I didn't even realize I was amongst greatness. So another reason why you haven't gotten taken shopping on the first date. I'm telling too much tea. Let me stick to what I was saying. Another reason why you haven't gotten taken shopping on the first date is because you haven't done the inner work that it requires. But that kind of goes into the belief. Like, I have a friend right now that's also getting her bills paid by inmate. I'm telling, girl, I don't know how. No, she never visited him. Never. She's selling a dream. She was seeing me in. I'm like, can y'all tell me where to log in and create an account? Come on now. Help a sister out, girl. Hold on. We need to move to subscription only live so you can spill it all. Girl, I'm for the girls. I would never tell nobody's business like that because I didn't expect to get more tea if I turn it into piss and I give it to y'all. I'm for the girls. Okay, I'm gonna leave it hot and let it seep and sip on that tea, baby. Sip on that same. She never slept with him or nothing. Didn't even visit. Exactly. So that just shows you when a man wants to do it, he'll do it. You just got to pick the right man. Sips tea. This is also on my showcase, by the way. Anyways, let me continue. Another reason why you haven't gotten taken shopping on the first day because you don't believe. But the belief ties into you haven't done the inner work. You can't keep coming straight home after work or after work, you just laid up on the couch. You can't keep doing that. I'm sorry, y'all. Get on a dating app or get outside. When I was taking shopping, it happened with me meeting one guy on a dating app, meeting another one in person. It just depends on you, but you have to literally proactively be out like in a man's face. I'm sorry to tell y'all that. You have to be letting him know I'm pretty and I'm here. Where's the money? You know what I'm saying? Another thing is you got to look the part. Y'all can't be coming up to men barefaced, almost choked, barefaced. Like, what you gonna buy me? You need to look materialistic. I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry because when you see men cheat on their wives, a great example, Derek Jackson, when he cheated on his wife, it was with the most materialistic girl you could find. Bust down, nails, lashes. You look at his wife, she don't got a stitch of makeup on. She don't got no eyeliner, no brow pencil, no lipstick, no mascara, no moisturizer. I don't even think she had a skincare routine. Sis just had the helmet of Christ and was losing her mind over a man that gave advice while cheating on her. If you want to get taken shopping, you need to look materialistic. Okay, I'm sorry. And I'm not sorry at the same time. You need to look materialistic. Get the materials and put them on your body. Now, don't be going out with your best outfit when you go out with him. If you own a fake Chanel, don't be going outside with that fake Chanel because people going to think he bought you that Chanel. Look up to par, but he can help you out. Like, go with no earrings. Like, he could put some, ice me out. Ice me out. You feel me? Hello? Zondo. I'm going to be speaking Creole to y'all. I need some Zondo. I need some earrings. I like diamond. I like princess cut. I look good in silver. But if you like gold, I'm down. You know what I mean? And acting like you don't need a man for money is the worst. Girl, don't be act like you don't need nothing. When Boosie Badass come on, INDEPE, sit down. You are not independent. It's time for you to depend. Chipotle owner shot his what yesterday and said, you always look so put together when you come in. Okay. You gonna get haters. You are like, I had slick comments coming at me when I was sharing my story of how I got taken shopping. Mind you, I'm online telling y'all how to get taken shopping, and I had girls coming after me. So that told me they only come after me because they don't believe it could happen. Oh, girl, free Chipotle for life. What? Y'all funny. He not the target, but staying cute gets noticed. Girl, staying fine. Cute. Don't get taken shopping. You got to be fine. That man got to cross the room and risk getting rejected to come to you. Okay? Cute is cute, but fine gets taken shopping. And that ties into, someone was asking me about my profile picture. Okay. I do not put my best pictures online. That's just not me. I used to do these really glam photo shoots just because for me. And then when I would see people in person, they like to compare me to my best photo, which is weird because what if it's an off day? I'm human. I intentionally put mediocre beautiful online, and I do my best to present as my best self in person. Like if you look at my profile picture right now on TikTok or even YouTube, these pictures are old. These pictures are at least 3 months old. On TikTok, it was my birthday picture right before I did my birthday photo shoot. I think it was after, no, because it started raining or I started sweating. It was after. That was in September. We're in November right now. And the one on YouTube is so old. I think I was in a Mercedes Benz that day because this old man wanted to take me to dinner. And he just met me at the bar, girl. He was ready to spend it all. He was calling his friends, y'all. I remember he called his cousin. He said, hey, I got Nicki Minaj in the car right now. I was like, oh, girl, I got out of that car so fast. We were just sitting in the parking lot. I got out of that car so fast. Like, you ain't about to kidnap me. Telling them, oh, Nicki Minaj's sister. Nicki Minaj's sister? I need some money. You over here trying to show me off. Old man. They're always old because that's just what it is. Okay, where are the questions? Okay. He not the target by staying cute. I read that one. Is it good to thank my boyfriend for a great weekend? I mean, yeah, but for every 5 times that he does something right, thank him 3 times. Okay? Not that you're ungrateful, but don't start to come off like a golden retriever. Oh, thank you. Be a black cat. Be like, enough. Thank you. You've done enough. You can go now. They don't like all that attention like that. You start to come off like their mothers when you like absorb them. How to glow up though, girl. Let me tell you how you're gonna glow up. The glow up is a process. This is why I keep telling y'all need to go to the med spa. I show y'all in my playlist, my skincare playlist, I had dark spots all over my face, under my nose. From a distance, you could see all my dark spots. When I started going to the med spa, which is a medical spa, I'm treated by a nurse practitioner. I don't believe in going to estheticians. I used to go to an esthetician and she did a chemical peel and it turned my skin pink. Like once that happened, I decided I need to go to service providers that have a license on the line that they can lose. Okay. I don't want you playing in my face. If I have real money, I want a real service. This is not Disney House Clubhouse. I don't want to play them games. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I don't want that. I want the real service. I want the real tea. Okay. So do you suggest shopping or do you? This is what I did in my video, which I told y'all. I have questions coming, so I'm trying to answer them quickly. Never make the first date long. You need to leave them wanting more. Thank you, girl. Keep tapping the screen. You need to leave them wanting more. I see so many women show off how desperate they are because on the first date, it be long as Donkey Kong. Okay? Y'all be sitting there for hours talking. That man was done talking 2 hours ago. But he think if he keeps you there late enough, if he suggests you come back to his place, you won't get offended because it's so late at night. You might as well, since you want to keep talking, how about I put this in your mouth? You know what I'm saying? Stop making these dates so long when he hasn't done anything for you, when he hasn't proven he want to commit, he hasn't proven he like you. Back up. What Ludacris said? Get back. You don't know me like that. Get back. Like, y'all don't even let a man show you who he is. Y'all start doing these really delusional things as if he asked you your hand in marriage. And that scares men. You're giving creepy girlfriend vibes because he never formally asked you anything, but you're already operating like he did. That's scary. Imagine a man you kind of find attractive showing up to your house. You're going to be like, How did you find that out? How did you know where I lived? That's what women do when they start online searching these men, know the sister name, the mom name, the date of birth of the cousin. That's the equivalent of that when y'all go stalking these men online. That tells me you don't have enough self-esteem, you don't have enough self-respect, you're not invested in yourself enough, and you have too much free time. When you start doing these signs, it's scary. That's what ties into your glow up. Like I said, another reason why you haven't gotten ticket shopping is because you haven't put in the work. You haven't looked in the mirror and faced all your fears, looked at everything you didn't like and fixed it. When I was taking shopping, I wasn't at the med spa at the time, but I had the insecurity in the back of my mind of, oh my gosh, do I always wear makeup when I'm around him? I'm already subconsciously thinking like that because I know I had an issue with my skin underneath all this makeup. It's cool when it's makeup and they can't see, but what happens when you get to the part of dating where the walls do need to eventually come down? Because aren't y'all dating for marriage? It's not always about money. Aren't you eventually trying to go on a trip with this man and take your makeup off and let him just see you relaxed? Right? You need to be cognizant of all these things. You need to be aware that, okay, what are the things I need to work on so he can't use my insecurities against me? I've already addressed them in private. So even if it goes public, I'll be like, okay, and so a lot of y'all want so much from men, but y'all don't give enough to yourselves. And that's when they can tell you're lacking because you expect him to do it for you, but you can't even do it for yourself. That makes sense to y'all? That's like me pulling up to a college and saying, give me a degree. I've done nothing to earn it. Why do you expect this? What did you do to deserve this? So anyways, another reason why you're probably having a terrible dating experience is because you're spending too much time online. You're comparing yourself to people that they're in different parts of their life, they're in different chapters, and all you did was access them with one scroll. Now you think their circumstances are your circumstances. You don't know what they've been doing behind closed doors to become the people they are now. You just know that you're lacking. And that kind of ties into your insecurity because you're insecure. Seeing someone successful, seeing someone have something you didn't even know that was possible has now made you insecure. I know I've been in that situation and I've had that happen to me. I've been the girl that's insecure about another woman. I've also been the woman that someone was insecure about. I've been the name that comes up and breaks up happy homes. I've been the name that cannot be said or a argument will start. I've been the name. And there have been names that have been brought up in my relationship that will start arguments with me. You know what I mean? Stop being the girl that goes to his following list. Keep liking alive, y'all. Thank you. Stop being the girl that goes to his following list and starts stalking him, starts looking at, oh, he went out with his homeboys. Who he starts following? Be so secure in yourself. It doesn't matter if he meet a girl tomorrow. Okay? Because now you're telling him that he could have someone better. You need to be able to, like, even if he meets a girl tomorrow, you're looking at him like, okay, but can you get her? Go get her. Show me you can get her. You know, men be following girls just because, and a lot of the time women do not respond to their DMs. So the moment you show insecurity and you start taking a step back and then you start getting insecure that he just followed her, now he's going to start to think he can do better than you because what's so great about him that you have a problem with him following other women? It's just a follow. You're coming off insecure. You're coming off like you don't have enough things going for yourself. And that's why you got to like, oh my God, I got to do self-control. The more you try to control a man, the more it shows you don't have control over yourself. Okay, show no emotion. I feel like emotion should only be shown when there's a real investment. When he's serious, when he done came to you as a man, when he done told you he dropped his roster, he's not seeing anyone, he's showing you it's safe to go through his phone. It's safe to know his whereabouts, for him to show you where he's at, for him to answer questions that may be uncomfortable. When you're on your period, he'll go get your period pass. He know that you need the one with the wings. I feel like that's when it's okay to, okay, let me put my guard down. But when it's just a hookup situation, you're putting yourself in this detrimental spot. As women, when we have intercourse, we release a hormone called oxytocin that makes us latch on to the partner. It's the same hormone released when we're breastfeeding that makes us bond with a child, that makes us bond with the baby and love them. So when you're sitting here thinking, I can sleep with a man, he doesn't release oxytocin. You do, even if you don't climax. So you're telling me this man could be giving you poor zozo, bad peen, and you will still get attached to him. That's why your friends look at you like you're a psych ward patient. That's why they look at you like, girl, what do you see in him? Oh, because they are still in the stage where you were in the beginning, where he first tried to talk to you and you looked at him crazy like, boy, bye. What do you want? That's how your friends are looking at him. And it wasn't until like I started attending more weddings and the partner's behavior started to come out, and everybody who didn't like him looked at her and looked at him like, why y'all doing this to us? Why did y'all make us a part of this? If they ask you dating other people, you lie or laugh it off. Hell yeah. I went to mid and attached. I went to a bar because I be freestyling at the bar, but I don't like going to the bar because you might attract a drunk. Don't nobody want to attract a drunk. Yep, I wish more women knew about oxytocin. You don't want to keep going to a bar because you might attract someone that should be at an AA meeting. Okay, let's be for real. And I don't even like to drink, so why am I at the bar? You feel me? So one time I was at the bar. This man looked at me. He bought me a drink. After he bought me a drink, he said, "So are you seeing anyone?" I laughed and said, "You don't see all these people at the bar? Am I the only one?" And he laughed. He didn't even ask me the question again. He was like, "You're so funny. I am seeing these people at the bar." I'm like, "Me too." Like, and then we just kept rocking. Sometimes being witty and fun brings them in more. You know, when you're on a date, it should be fun. This man shouldn't feel like, dang, I'm about to spend all this money on this girl and it's about to be an interview. I could have stayed home. Y'all both trying to have a good time, but minimize the talking because women, we talk a lot. Minimize that talking. You should be collecting data. You should be collecting information right now. You should be like, okay, this. And whenever he talks about you, talk about you like 10% of the day and switch it on to him. 10% of you, 90% him. It's a first date. You should be, this is an interview without feeling like it's an interview. Isn't that what they try to get you to do on interviews? Make you think it's not an interview? This is not an interview. We're just trying to get to know you. Come on, y'all. They don't deserve the truth. Girl, the truth and the lie, it's going to be a little bit of truth and a little bit of lie so you can remember your lie. Okay? It don't always have to be 100% of a lie. It could be a little bit of a truth. So you can remember, like when I meet men online, I always put my name as Mel. I never put my real name. Y'all don't even know my name unless you know me in person. I went in and put all my social media to be Malin Slay. Even my Facebook is not my real name. It's Malin Slay. So when men ask me what's Mel short for, they always want to know what's Mel short for. I lie and say Melrose. So now they're looking up a fake name. When they want my phone number, I give them a Google number. Google number is free. So when you know how TikTok is messy and Facebook messy and it pulls up your contacts, people you may know. I don't ever want my page to come up on that man phone, people you may know. Then there's a whole series of me being a gold digger. You know how crazy that'd be? If we got our next date for me to go shopping and he sees a whole series of me talking about how I'm a gold, you know how crazy that? What kind of position you trying to put me in? You trying to put me on first 48 TikTok? You trying to take the girl out these streets? I can't go out like that. Don't be screaming, friend. Renee knows I'm crazy. Okay, first of all, she know me in real life. So y'all getting like a percentage of me right now. How to do it. How to do what? User 6853. I don't know why you got that long username. Girl, this must be your burner account, baby. I don't know how to switch on him in the conversation. Girl,